All right, so here we are. We're on to our quads. There's 3 sections we're gonna do. We're gonna do our middle, we're gonna do our outer, and then we're gonna do our inner. I'm just gonna do them all in this one video, because if you're tackling your quads, you're gonna do them all. You're not gonna just pick one. Although you may wanna start with the part that's the tightest. So when you position yourself in this foam roller, I like to start by the knee, and again, those 2 zones, right? Top of knee to mid thigh up by your hip. I like to start at top of knee. I'm gonna face you just 1 second, then I'm gonna turn so you can see the roll. But when you position yourself, you're gonna position the roller right above your knee. As you do that, you're gonna get on your forearms, and then you're gonna take your leg out to the side. Essentially, you're holding a plank here. Yeah, so keep your abs engaged. Make sure the pressure is going down. Make sure your feet are relaxed. If it's too much, if you have a second foam roller, go ahead and include that to kind of stabilize your hips, or tuck that pelvis under. I'll show you from over here. If you need to, tuck your pelvis under. And then you just have to keep your abs engaged the entire time. But if you feel pain in your low back, that will help solve that problem. So for this part, most of us are walking around with really tight quads. We use it the most, right? Every time we stand up and sit down, go to the toilet, like we're a quad dominant world. So don't be afraid, don't freak out if there's a lot of pain here. Get on there, see if there's pain first. If there is, stay there. Count to 10, deep inhales and exhales. And then you want to slowly, very slow, especially when you're dealing with your quads, through that zone. Front and then back. If you find something along the way, again, just apply pressure. If your quads are super loose and you need more pressure, go ahead and lift this back leg up and cross it behind. Most of us will not be there, and that's okay. After you've done the forward and back, you can go side to side. After your side to side, here's an extra kicker for you. And then again, it's okay if you can't do it today. It's something that you know you can work up to as you begin to have a little bit pliability within your quads. So as you find an area that's like, go ahead and try to lift your heel to your butt. Again, you're applying pressure into the foam roller as you do this. And you'll do this about 4 times as well. So 4 rolls, forward and back, 4 to the side, and then 4 stretches. If you can't include the stretches, that's okay. It's not gonna make or break you just gotta work up to it. Then you get into your zone 2, the exact same thing. We're on our forearms, my leg is off to the side. And you can repeat. Okay, so that's the front. Now we go to the outer. So we have our IT bands here. We have the front that we just did. The difference of that is where we're gonna roll. So we're gonna get in sort of a side plank position, but notice if I'm directly facing you, this is my IT band. Ooh, this is my IT band. So we're gonna actually take this foot over to help us balance, and then we're gonna internally rotate this knee just a bit. So again, if I'm directly on my IT band, I'm gonna roll it over just slightly. Not all the way to the middle, but just enough to hit that outer. My elbow is underneath my shoulder, and I'm gonna use this to help me roll through that zone 1. Zone 1 being knee to halfway up. If you're a badass, you can try to, take that heel to your butt here. If you're new to foam rolling, this may seem almost impossible to do, and that's okay, because again, you can work your way up to it. So we did forward and back, you did your stretches, don't forget to go side to side. After your zone 1, do the exact same thing, going all the way up to your hip for zone 2, starting at the middle. And, now inner. Inner is very fun. So I'm here. I am directly parallel with my foam roller. I'm just gonna get this knee up here. Now I'm making a 90-degree angle between my body and my thigh. So we're starting again at the knee, and we're going halfway up. We're gonna roll through that. These are your 4 rolls here. You can take your heel up, take your heel down for your side to side. Heel comes up, heel comes down. You can also extend and then flex. These are just several different ways for you to get that friction to help break up the adhesion that's there. So we have the roll, we have heel up, heel down, and then the extend and the flex. It may seem challenging, and that's okay at first. Try to relax your foot. Try not to do this or this. You may have seen me do a couple in here. It's just something you have to practice. Went through zone 1, zone 2. Zone 2 will start mid, and it will go all the way into your groin. So don't be afraid to get up in there. It needs love too, yeah? And again, we can straighten, flex, and heel up, and heel down. And even feel free to play with this angle of doing the roll with your heel up. That may be a special spot for you, but you'll know as you do it. And that's the thigh. So we did our mid, our outer, and our inner, and you are done with your quads.